No, for real, it is. But the thing is that most of my closest friends don't live here. Like, don't live in the same physical area that I do. Most of the closest friends that I have live all over. And so I see most of my friends once or twice a year. And that's it. And I work in the meantime. The thing is that like the higher up you go here, like, and I'll just tell you something like from my level, whatever you want to call that. All the friends I have, everyone like there is zero social obligations for anything. Like none. And if I don't respond to a text for 3 days, there is zero drama. It's not even acknowledged. It's just, we know that busy people understand that busy people are doing shit. And so if everyone who's in your world understands that you're trying to take this hill, then if they're truly your friend, then they want you to take the hill more than they want you to respond to their text or come out with them for the weekend. Like, I just got invited to a 7-day thing that with a couple friend that Layla and I both really, really adore. But we'll probably not be able to do it because we have so much stuff that we're doing at that same time. And I really want to go. But I also really want to do this other stuff. And I know that I will feel worse about myself if I don't have this other stuff done. And so we're going to say that I can't go. And that's going to be it. And they're not going to hold it against me. And so until you find friends who are 100% aligned with you achieving your goals, who are making you better and want you to hit your goals, then you just keep looking. But the thing is, like, everybody goes through the period that you're at. Like, I think I wrote a tweet about this, but like, there is this lonely period that always happens when you start growing. Because it happens is that you're too big for the old friend group, but you're not quite big enough for the group that you want to get into, right? So you kind of have this path in the middle where you just kind of like keep trudging along. But like, every single person who's accomplished anything material has been in your exact same shoes. And you just keep going, and you keep going, you keep networking, you go into the communities, you see the people who are adding value to those communities, and you message them, you find the givers. Because givers recognize givers almost immediately. You can see the people who are always giving more above and beyond, and you can understand they get the game. And so like in that first meeting, if they're like, let me see if I can do this for you, let me like take care of this for you, let me help you in this way, rather than like, hey, could you help me with this? Like, wrong person. But if you just start by giving to a whole bunch of people who are where you want to be, you'll get more back. Even if 9 out of 10 don't give you anything back. Provide shitloads of value. People will message you and then be like, hey, let's hop on a Zoom. Let's grab a Zoom lunch, whatever. And so like, you can have a ton of friend dates or whatever that you meet people and see if they have game. And if they have game, then you keep in touch because you're making them better too.
I appreciate everything.
You bet, brother.
Kill the content game.
After doing full-time entrepreneurship for 3 years,
right?
And raising a family, I got four small children, all under the age of 5. I found myself in a very hard position where I had to go back to a 9-to-5. I would say entrepreneurship is like you said, it's hard, and I know what hard feels like. But after discussing it with my wife, like, I felt like this was like the right decision after getting myself into business debt and other things like that. And I didn't never have a paycheck to live on, Yeah. So how do I know when it's like how do I get back into entrepreneurship? Like, now I'm just running my stuff on the side. So for example, right when I was laid off 3 years ago, I was doing taxes and I was doing like bookkeeping. And then I worked my way up, starting to offer accounting services. And then I leveled up and I started going after higher leverage. Like, now I started doing CFO services. And I went through that valley of despair thing, and that's probably why I'm at where I'm at right now,
Okay.
Just being completely honest.
Yeah.
And
I appreciate you being candid and upfront about it, because otherwise this wouldn't be very valuable, because you tell me a bunch of fake information and I'll give you a response to fake information. It wouldn't matter for either of us. So thank you for being honest. That being said, you're in a pretty good spot, and I'll tell you why. So you have a valuable skill set that will always be in demand, because a lot of people don't want to do money stuff. So people don't do budgets, people don't do bookkeeping, people don't do CFO work, people don't do financials, projections, forecasts. No one wants to do any of that stuff. And you do, and you're good at it. So presumably you're good at it because you keep doing it, right? I'll leave it at that. I'm going to assume that for the sake of our call, right? So one, I think it was wise that you got a job, because you have a wife, you have 4 kids. I think that was a smart noggin move, okay? Now, that being said, there's going to be a conversation that you probably have to have with your wife about because your nights and weekends either are going to have to go to family, or they're going to have to go to the new thing. And so I think that you need to have a candid conversation with her and say, listen, and I'm putting words in your mouth here. So this is if I were in your shoes.